Merry Christmas, you filthy book nerds, and welcome to What the Smut Are You Talking About podcast. My name is Cortney, and I am so excited for today's guest. We have a special guest who recently published book 2 in her Valentine Nook series, and this one gives you all the small town Christmas feels. Our guest is none other than author Lulu Moore. Welcome, Lulu.
Hello, thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to be here. Happy Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas to you as well. I'm so excited we finally got to do this. I know we've had to reschedule a couple of times due to sicknesses and just overall
general busyness,
life.
I think. Yeah, yes. For sure.
So I'm so glad we're finally getting to do this.
Me too.
Well, before we get started, why don't you tell our listeners just a little bit about yourself?
Well, okay. My name is Lulu Moore. I write contemporary rom-com romance books. I'm currently working on my 20th book, and while the majority of them are all set in New York, this current series is a small town romance set in the English countryside. I write across all genres. I have hockey romance, baseball romance. I have a rowing romance with Penguin. What else do I have? Billionaire. I think that's it.
That's amazing. So, I first discovered you with your New York Lion series. I've read two of those, absolutely adored them.
Thank you.
And then when preparing for this interview, I went on your website and you have this amazing Luluverse, which I love. I think more authors should take advantage of that. And it made me realize that you had this hockey series, and I am a hockey slut when it comes to hockey romance books. And I ended up finding one on my Hoopla account, so I ended up downloading it last night.
Which one was it?
It's the first one in the New York Player series.
Yeah. Okay. Jasper.
Okay, yeah. I was sitting in the bath and I was like, I'm going to see if this book is on Hoopla, and it was, so I quickly downloaded it, and I just got started, and then my kids started going crazy, so I'm going to restart it today, hopefully.
Well, I hope you like it. Yeah, the audio for that, I really enjoyed the audios for all of those. Actually, they've done really well with them.
Yes, I'm primarily audio these days, so yeah. I love it. I have not crossed a book of yours yet that I haven't liked, and the narrators do such an amazing job, especially in the 2 New York Lions books that I got to read.
Which ones did you read for the New Orleans?
It was a Third Baseman, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what? I did that one. It was completely random because one I think I found on Audible, and then I'm in Must Love Audio's group, and so the last one you did with them.
Oh, Home Run.
Yes, yeah, I did Home Run with them, and I was obsessed.
Yeah. The obsession is real. They were so good. I really, really loved the Home Run audio. Teddy Hamilton's just so brilliant. He really brought Tanner's character to life, and even listening back on it, there were some scenes I was just crying, laughing. He was so good at that. I really thought he was brilliant.
He was. And it's I'm used to, because I read pretty much anything and everything. And so when I'm listening to Teddy, it's usually some kind of dark and twisted book. So it was such a breath of fresh air to listen to him be this golden retriever. And yeah. So I enjoyed it so much.
Oh, I'm so pleased. Thank you.
All right. Well, what made you decide to write your first book?
I mean, it kind of happened by accident. When I was younger, I've never been one of those authors that has dreamed of being a writer her whole life. I wasn't writing stories as children. Or as a child. It wasn't in my sphere, really. I loved reading, and I've always read a lot, but writing a book wasn't something that ever occurred to me. And then I just had this really vivid dream one night and then wrote it down in the morning. I was on holiday and I then like carried on with it because I was just enjoying it and I kind of just wondered where this would end up. And that turned into Jasper. And I mean, that was 5 years ago now. And at that point, like, I think I'd just got Kindle Unlimited because it was around lockdown and everyone was just reading. But it wasn't, I mean, I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't ever think anything was kind of going to happen from it. It was very much a paint by number situation. And I was kind of like learning on my feet. It also wasn't ever supposed to be anything. I never told anyone I was doing it. It was just like, some people made sourdough in lockdown and I did this. It wasn't like there was no intention behind it. Like I never thought it would be something that I would do full time. It's difficult to explain because there was literally no intention behind it apart from, oh, I'll just see if I can do this. It can't be that difficult. And so I did. And it was only after I had like figured out the logistics of putting on Kindle Limited, like working out my Amazon account, and it was only after I'd done all of that that I even then set up any social media. So nowadays you get new authors coming that have had their social medias going for a year before they even release a book, and everything's about the build up and the marketing, and I did none of that, like nothing. So in answer to your question, it wasn't that I ever really like intended to write. It just kind of happened.
Well, I'm so glad it did.
Yeah.
Like
it's taken me on a journey.
I feel that because like I resonate with that a lot because this podcast, I decided on a whim. Like I never wanted a podcast in my life. Like knowing me in real life, like I'm very much like an introvert. Like I want to keep to myself. I just want to hang out with my family all day. But this is like my escape, right? So I kind of like lost myself in motherhood. So I was like, I think I'm going to do this because my friends are tired of me talking about my crazy romance books. So I'm going to take it to the internet.
Yeah. Well, and thank goodness you did.
Yes, it's opened up so many doors and I've met so many cool people and it's just fun just to get to chat to people all over the world.
Yeah. And the same goes for me as well because I get messages like constantly, like DMs and emails, and it's so lovely, like hearing from people and hearing like their story and like what they love about my books, and like the impact it's had on their lives, and just from everywhere, like all over the world, and it's really heartwarming.
That's amazing. Well, if I was to look at your search history right now, what, if anything, would be the weirdest thing that I would find?
Oh my gosh.
Got anything juicy for me?
Like literally nothing. My search history is so boring. It's like, it's probably something to do with my dog. What was I Googling the other day? Oh, something to do with like inflammation. Like, he was limping because he'd been like charging around way too much. And so I was looking for like, like really good, like dog supplements. That's probably like, I think that was like the last thing that I Googled. Like, I don't really, I can't really think that I do anything more interesting than that. If it was in terms of writing, I haven't Googled any like sexy stuff, if that's where we're going with this. But I was Googling some logistics of you know the game polo, so I just needed to understand in terms of like the offside rule in polo. So I did that, but yeah, nothing exciting.
Do you have any favorite tropes that you like to write about?
I think my favorite trope is enemies to lovers. There's only one book that I've done. I think I've only really written one proper enemies to lovers. It's still my favorite book. It's called The Suit, and it is like the tension there. Oh, the banter is just, I really, really loved writing that book. I haven't done another like proper enemies to lovers since then, but I do have the fourth book in my Valentine Nook Chronicles series is going to be enemies to lovers.
Ooh, yes. I do love me a good enemies to lovers book. Well, on the flip side of that, what are your favorite tropes to read?
I mean, I do love an enemies to lovers if it's done well, but it has to be like tension filled. I can't have them like falling in love at 10%. Like it needs to be proper tension throughout. I do love a second chance. I don't read a huge amount, to be honest, but those two are probably my favourite. I actually really love to write second chance romance. I think there's just something about a second chance that it just hits. It's like they missed their moment and then they've come back and found each other. People are a bit funny about second chance, but I just really love it.
I don't hate it, but I also like don't love it. It's like not my favorite, but I mean, I will read it.
I feel like second chance romance has or carries more hope than any other trope, because when it's a second chance, you've already been through that process of like grieving, splitting up and, thinking that it's over when actually it isn't. And it doesn't matter how long it takes you to come back. I just think there's something about it. I just love it.
Yeah. And like Wilder Ranch, like it's a second chance. And it is done very well because it's not your traditional second chance, right? It's not like,
No.
oh, well, they fell in love, they broke up, whatever, came back together. It was because he lived in a different country and he had to go back home. And then she just kind of was like, well, it was, a holiday romance kind of thing.
Yeah. It's not like, I'm trying to think. So in my hockey series, there's the third book in the hockey series is called Drew, and that is second chance. But again, it's that like one night stand and then like him yearning and like pining, and then they come back together. And then the only like real second chance one I think I've written is The Third Baseman, where they were a couple as teenagers and then split up and then got back together. Yeah, those are the only two that I've written, apart from Wilder Ranch, which I guess again is a second chance. But it's that one night stand second chance.
Right, yes. I guess what I'm saying is I do love me a good one night stand.
Oh, I mean, who doesn't? I mean, they're so great because they're like, there's so much like tension and passion, and there's zero inhibitions because you're never going to see them again. It doesn't matter what you do. You can, if you think you're never going to see someone again, ever again, and it has no consequences, then you just do exactly what you want, right?
Yeah, right. No holds bar.
Yeah. No holds barred.
Well, when VPR reached out to me and was telling me about, Wilder Ranch, I, of course, said yes immediately because I've loved your book so far that I've read. But when they told me about Wilder Ranch, like, I didn't look into any of it. And so I didn't realize it was book 2 of the Valentine Nook series. So go ahead and tell us a little bit about book 1 because I haven't read it yet. So let's keep it spoiler free. But
did you read Once Upon a Christmas Tree last year, which was my Christmas book?
I didn't. But it's on. I am going to read that this Christmas Eve. So that's my Christmas book this year that I'm going to be reading. So
last year, I introduced a whole brand new series, the Valentine Nook Chronicles, with a Christmas book called Once Upon a Christmas Tree. And it starts where the series is set around 4 brothers and a sister, siblings within this really tiny village in the English countryside in the Cotswolds. The eldest brother is the Duke of Oxfordshire, and his siblings are all lords. And he became the Duke when he was 13 years old. His father died, and it's a hereditary title. So it was passed on to him, and he was given the responsibility of running his family estate, plus the huge amount of land that they have within England and overseas. It's it's a massive multi-billion-dollar operation, and that all falls on his shoulders. The Once Upon a Christmas Tree starts where the eldest brother has just effectively been left at the altar after this huge society English wedding which was going to take place, and his brothers whisk him away to Aspen to kind of get out of the frenzy, the media scrum in England, and just to take his mind off what has happened. And the second brother down in age, Alex, he's always hated Christmas. It stems back from when his father died when he was younger. But he's decided to put his feelings aside for Christmas because he needs to take care of his older brother and just kind of get the family together. But in Aspen, they meet this, or rather he meets this woman. Her name's Haven. She is the local Christmas tree seller, and he's absolutely enthralled with her. They proceed to have this quite steamy week away, and then he leaves, and that is the start of the series. And it really lays the foundation not only for Wilder Ranch but the foundation for each of the four brothers. There's little snippets of exactly the type of person they are, and the eldest brother, Lando, the Duke, his is the first book, and the Once Upon a Christmas Tree leads into the first book because he's been left at the altar. Valentine Nook starts 6 months later, where he's still kind of licking his wounds, and his mother's trying to set him up with every eligible woman in England. And she rents
Love the mother so much.
Yeah, she rents out his a cottage on their land, and she rents it to a Hollywood actress called Holiday Simpson, who is effectively Margot Robbie level. She's that type of person. She has taken a break from Hollywood because she's so exhausted. She's been working really hard. She's just won an Oscar. She's been in this huge film franchise, and she just wants to escape. And so she goes to the English countryside to escape. And Lando's very grumpy about it. He's her new landlord. He thinks that she's there because his mother's trying to set him up with her. He's absolutely not. I have no interest in being with an actress. I have no interest in being with an American. I am not interested at all. But she's very sunshiny, and people slowly start to get over the fact that she's this huge A-list celebrity and are just bowled over by the fact that she's just a really sweet girl. And he is soon ground down. And I love if you're familiar with my books, I do love a really fun meet cute. And I feel like the meet cute in Valentine Nook is probably my favorite, if not, it's definitely top 3. It was a really fun one to write. So that's Valentine Nook. And then that leads into Wilder Ranch, which is the book that's just come out, which is the follow-on from Once Upon a Christmas Tree, where Haven and Alex meet. And then this book takes place 10 months later. Haven rocks up in the village with a baby in tow that is Alex's baby, and he has to kind of get used to the fact that he's now got a daughter. Haven is basically her life is just falling apart. She can't, it's hard. Motherhood is hard work. A new baby is hard work. And she just wants to introduce her daughter, or she wants to introduce Alex to his daughter rather. So there's a bit of teething issues there, but they kind of get over it, and it all ends well. So everyone because when I brought Once Upon a Christmas Tree out last year, it came with a happy for now, and people were not happy very much with the happy for now. They were very unhappy with the happy for now. But this is, hopefully this has given me a bit of a reprieve in the state burning. Like it has like finished their happy ever after, and they're a sweet family now.
Well, I can't wait to dive into this.
It's shorter than my usual novels, but technically it counts as a full-length novel, but it is shorter. But I don't want people going into it thinking that it's going to only take them an hour to read. Like, it is a bit longer than a full-length it's longer than a novella. It's not quite as long as my usual books. So I don't want people to be like, oh my god, this is so long, I thought it was only going to take me 15 minutes to read. But it is shorter. It gets to the point. It's quite spicy. Probably spice ratio is the highest per page, I guess, than any of my other books, but that's because it is shorter.
I'm ready for it.
It's a spicy little number.
Well, from what, like, because I mean, you do a great job, like, because like I said, I haven't read it yet, but it's like I wasn't really missing anything not reading it. Like, I knew exactly where we were going into Wilder Ranch. Like, you did a great job of like catching us up. But the whole time, like, because at this point while I'm reading it, I don't realize that there's previous books out in the series. So I'm reading it, and I'm the whole time I'm like, I need more of these brothers' story and the sister. Like, she's like hilarious.
Yeah, they're coming.
And the best friend, like Haven's best friend. Like, we get little like snips of her throughout this book, and she's just so relatable, and I'm here for it. Sign me up. Like, I can't wait for the next one.
Oh, thank you. I'm really glad that you enjoyed it. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Well, I have to know, if you could go back in time and relive this whole experience of, publishing your first book, what, if anything, would you do differently?
My gosh, I would do a lot differently. From when we were speaking before, and I said that I didn't really give any thought about, I thought no one would read it. I hadn't started my socials. I did nothing. And when I said I did nothing, like, I really did nothing. I would market. I would certainly market the hockey series a whole lot differently. I would get it edited for a start, because I never did anything. I never did any of that. It has been the first 3 books have had a bit of a rudimentary edit, but they're not brilliant. And one of my big plans for 2026 is the entire series is being re-edited. I'm adding I'm adding an extended epilogue to each one of about 15,000 words. They're all getting new covers, which I'm really excited about. I'm so excited about the designer that I'm using. I've been wanting to work with her for a really long time. So they're going to be amazing covers. The whole series is being re-released. And it'll probably come maybe towards the end of the summer, like once Valentine Nook and the Valentine Nook Chronicles are done. I'm currently working through the hockey books and like re-editing them, and like working on this bonus content that's going to go into each of the backs. So everyone that hasn't read it will be able to read it from scratch and start and like really enjoy that series. Everyone that has read it will be able to relive them and also like see what they're doing now, because I want that bonus content, the extended epilogue that each one's going to get, to be like a little bit of a fast forward into a few years, like where they're up to with their lives. Because the thing with the Luluverse is they are so integral with all of my other characters and books, and they are very much like in each other's lives. So you can see, even now, like you can read a couple of books and see like where they're up to. But I really want this to be like a deep dive into what they're doing with their families, or like where they are up to with their lives. And Jasper's now head coach, and I want to deep dive a bit into that a bit more. So that'll be really fun. It'll be a really fun book. I'm really looking forward to it, because they deserve to be better than they are, and so I want to give that to them this year, and it'll be 5 years since they've been released.
My goodness, I'm so excited for you.
Yeah.
Man,
Thanks.
that's amazing. I love that. I love that so much. So what you're telling me is I need to hurry up and read this series, so I'm ready to
just
reread
wait.
it.
Well, yeah, you can either wait and then read it from scratch when it comes out, or you can read it now and then read it again. So it's totally up to you.
I think I'm going to read it now and then reread it once it comes out because, just because your worlds are so, interconnected, because I want to go back and, like I said, I'm deep diving. So I want to go back and, so it's going to take me some time, but I am here for it. So by the time that I should get done with all the others, then your re-releases should be out with the new extended epilogue. So
that'll be out towards the end of the summer. Thank you. Yeah, I am excited too. I am really excited about the books. I'm super excited about the covers. I literally am I've been holding this in for a few months now. They're amazing. I'm really, really can't wait.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see them. I can't wait.
Thank you.
I'm a sucker for a good cover.
Yeah, me too. These are going to be brilliant.
Well, before we go, please tell our listeners where they can find you at.
So you can find all my books on Amazon, and the ebooks are also available in libraries that you can download onto your Kindle. My socials are all Lulu Moore Books. That's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I have my reader group. Please come and join me. That's the Jupiter Reeves fan club. And then my website is Lulu Moore Books. So it's all super easy to remember. It's all the same handle.
And I'll have everything listed in the episode description, just so links will be there. So if you are dying to get to know Lulu Moore, go click my links because it'll all be there for you.
Thank you.
And as always, you can find me hanging out over on Instagram at What the Smut Podcast. If you're interested in being part of this podcast, please check out my Instagram page, and the link is in the bio, and you can fill out a contact form there. If you enjoyed this episode, please go give us a rate and review. A 5-star rating goes a very long way for us podcasters. Thanks for tuning in, and we will catch you guys next time.